Howdy friends, welcome back to Strength and Discipline. This is Maddock, and you may notice that I'm sitting on the floor. This is not a 100 kettlebell swings video. Gonna branch out to do some other stuff. So we're gonna talk about push-ups. An idea that I have right now is to do 100 push-ups for 100 days as well. And one of the things that I want to make sure that I'm going to not run into is significant damage to my arms. I have a history of bicep strains and some nasty elbow, medial and lateral epicondylitis and some other things. And so 100 kettlebell swings, 100 push-ups for 100 days sounds like a really serious challenge for me. And so I wanted to do some push-ups and I wanted to test it out, and it's going to give me an option to, or an opportunity to talk about the push-up as a exercise, right? So a lot of us do push-ups, a lot of us might not have the best form. So there's a couple of things to be aware of with the push-up. A lot of people think about it as an upper body workout, and it definitely is. But if you're doing push-ups the way that I'm going to describe it, you're going to be recruiting basically everything from your toes out to your hands, and the movement becomes more of a whole body exercise and less of an upper body workout. So, or in addition to an upper body workout. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna do what's known as a hard style push-up. I'm gonna get into a push-up plank position. I'm gonna get into alignment so that my shoulder socket, my hip socket, and my ankles are all basically in the same line with each other. And then as I drop down towards the floor, I'm aiming to keep my forearms vertical, right? In order to do that, I've got to keep my arms at about 45 degrees off my center line, right? I don't want to squeeze my arms all the way into my rib cage, right? If I allow that to happen, my shoulder girdle is going to roll over top of my rib cage, and that's not something we really want to do, at least not for high repetition. And likewise, I don't want my arms way out here, right? Doing push-ups in this position, maybe not the best bet for your shoulder socket, especially if you have any sort of labral tears or rotator cuff injuries. So allowing those arms to be within about 45 degrees of your center line, right? Imagine a vertical line, and that's 90, or that's 0, right? 45 degrees off of either side is gonna be roughly like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock on a clock face, and maybe 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock on the other side, right? So let's do some push-ups. I'm gonna get into that plank position. Right, so I've got a line from my shoulder socket to my hip to my ankles, right? And from here, I'm going to drop down and forward until my chest touches the ground and back up, right? Forearms are staying vertical. That's the push-up we're looking for. So the question is, could I do 100 of those every day for 100 days, right? The kettlebell swings aren't that big of a challenge, because they're over pretty darn quickly, and the muscle that they're really targeting, the glutes and the muscles of my low back, and like they're all really big muscles, and they all have a fair amount of power behind them, and I've got a fair amount of endurance in those muscles. My upper body, I haven't spent a whole lot of time developing. Just sort of happens as it does. So you might be seeing a challenge in the near future, 100 push-ups a day for 100 days. More than likely, I'm not going to be able to complete those all within a short set, right? With the kettlebell swings, I'm able to do stuff fairly quickly. With the push-ups, it's probably going to stretch out. And I've got some other fun ideas to do. We'll see. So again, the push-up that we're looking for, a good solid shoulders stacked over the hands, butt squeezed, shoulder blades, everything is engaged. Drop down, push up, right? We'll see if this goes anywhere.